Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Deponia Doomsday. Let's continue. So we figured out how to put a tinfoil hat on the computer core and get to the computer core, which most of our time last recording was getting to the computer core. And so now we erased everything in the computer core's database, which means we have these different puzzles that we have to solve to get each of the Elder to finally do their job. For this Elder, we need to wax his back, which means we probably need to figure out a way to melt the plastic balls into wax. I imagine there's something else we're going to have to do for each of the other Elders. Like this guy, for instance, nobody's at the bar anymore, which tells me that this guy probably doesn't have a drink. So maybe I just need to give this guy a drink and I'll be
sitting
done.
Around here? I have 10,000 fun points and demand my audience.
Oh, congratulations. But I'm a bit engaged right now. There's something wrong with the gastrobox. Guests are promised food and drink served in a cozy atmosphere, but the food is inedible. Look!
Ew.
Exactly. Not only that, there are fish swimming in the 40-centiliter drinks. As long as these problems remain, my presence here is of the highest priority.
So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this giant maggot.
Aw, man. I just got all the maggots out of this coat.
Because
So
we need to
this is now a
scan
matter for the
basically
boss.
all the animals.
That's good. Get this monstrosity out of my sight before the other guests see it. This restaurant will have to remain closed for as long as high-quality nutritional dishes are not available.
And we'll just try to give this guy a drink, but I don't think he'll
Here you
take
go. A completely fish-free drink.
That's no big deal, really, is it? After all, up to now, it was only the 40-centiliter ones that were affected. Unless you present me with a fish-free 40-centiliter drink, I will have to assume that the problem still remains.
So 40 centiliters. And let's just see if the giant maggot goes into the worst machine.
Too bad. That's too big to versify.
Figured we'd try it.
Apart from the springform pan, the blender is my favorite kitchen utensil. That said, you should never try to use them to cut firecrackers in half.
So let's put the drink in the blender and see if there's a puzzle here where we have to get
For
to
a cocktail,
40
you need at least 2
centiliters.
alcoholic ingredients, and normally a little umbrella, but I'm feeling magnanimous today.
So we need 2 drinks, apparently. We'll take this other drink. And we'll look at this.
Looks like someone didn't want to eat the fish, but that's the best part of a kai piranha.
Okay, so we'll have to deal with that later. So let's get out of this area. And let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can grab these animals too. Or if we're just going to end up petting them again. Okay. So far, not too bad. I'm trying to think, is there... There might be other things to do before we go back to the computer core, so let's just do a brief look around here. We've got the Elder, we've got the ball pit, and we've got a monkey that we can't click on or interact with.
Oh, you again? What is it?
Let's see.
I have 10,000 fun points.
Oh, congratulations. What a shame the elders are currently dealing with service problems in the chill-out zone. But don't worry, as soon as the bugs are resolved, you'll have your audience.
So there's only 3 puzzles.
And then there'll be freshly baked brownies for everyone.
Which that makes it a little bit easier instead of 4.
Who's turning red?
What do you mean?
You have scarlet skin. You're suffering from hydrant pigment. You're as red as a pepperoni.
Oh dear, how embarrassing.
Exactly. Shame on you.
Let's click on this one.
Suppose someone had deleted Ronnie's database. Would that be very bad?
Don't worry, my boy. That cannot happen. Someone would have to break intentionally into the computer core and manipulate the hard drive. No one's that stupid.
Or so daring and cunning.
No, I did in fact mean stupid. After all, they would risk destroying Elysium.
Oh, shut your face. Thanks
So
for nothing.
No problem. It's my job.
the codes, the destruction codes would be nice,
No thanks.
but I
My
guess we're
hands
not
are
going to
still
get it
waxy
from the
others.
computer core. Alright. Habitat ring, I suppose. We'll just work our way down here. See if anything's going wrong over here. Let's see, how about maggot cartons?
No, thank you. All we need is our love.
Oh, and
Oh, Ah.
Not sure if they're really gonna play a role. Terminal computer.
Helmet interface recognized. Connecting to system. Welcome, Prime Controller. New emergency bypass options have been added. To activate Elysium self-destruct, your Elysium security protocol Bluebird wishes you a wonderful day.
No one there.
So we still don't really have anything else we can do with this. Alright. And it doesn't seem like we have anything new to do with this, so unless we were supposed to pour this drink in the toilet.
why? That's still good.
No, we aren't. I didn't think we were. We're still good. I can definitely feel the game is trying to make it a little obvious so that we're not having to wander around through places that we don't need to be, but yeah, we're still having some issues.
I'm heartbroken. The fun zone is currently closed for security reasons.
Okay, so we can't go to the fun zone. Great. Let's go check out the lower air docks and just talk to McChronicle.
Say, Mac.
Yes.
See you later.
We have
or
nothing new
earlier,
to say
or
to
both.
him. We could give him a drink.
Look, I'm making good. As long as.
Same response, I imagine, for all these.
Look, I'm. As long.
Alright, so he has nothing new to say. So back to the computer core. And oh, the scanner is over here. So let's just see what we can scan. Can we scan Ulysses' helmet? We'll just try everything on the scanner and see what it does.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Cool zombie dinosaur.
Wow. Seriously? You're just jerking my chain.
You started it.
Alright, so then lizard skin next.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Plague spit monitor lizard. Updating database and writing to cartridge.
So let's take this cartridge. So now we're gonna get a cartridge of like everything we can scan.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Cool zombie dinosaur.
Wow, Star,
You start.
So we're gonna get cool zombie dinosaur, it seems like every time.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Cool zombie dinosaur.
wow, Star, you
started.
Let's just continue to try things. It seems like only two things can be scanned.
wow, Star, you
start.
Like a simple single sentence is all you need to say. I can't scan this. That's literally all you need to say. 4 words. I can't scan this. That's not right. If you just had the voice actor say that's not right, or that's not quite right, take 20 takes of that same phrase for a lot of these responses, it would be better than going with these like 5-sentence long
Without
statements.
wanting to play God here, do we really need maggots in our new gene pool?
So it won't do maggots. Interesting. Let's see if this.
I don't have to the only bacteria, and I've been immune. I don't have to the only bacteria, and I've been immune.
So only one animal scanned. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put this cartridge in this cartridge slot, and then pull the switch. Okay. What did that do? Like that really didn't seem like that solved anything. Seems like it just scanned it and then descanned it. Back to the chill out zone we go. Let's put this here and see if maybe if this does something crazy.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
A pet, of course.
Are you completely mad? It's not nearly fluffy enough. Take it away immediately before someone else sees it.
It just squashed it. With blood and everything. It's just a cruel action. Yeah, they seem to like to do the cruel actions. It's really just not my taste. Quite frankly, I think you can be tongue-in-cheek without getting too grotesque about it.
Go! Is that supposed to be a clown? Huh? He's not even colourful!
I disappointed my audience. I feel terrible.
What's this? Is the show over already? What a dreadful ending! Boo!
Jeez, what am I supposed to be doing? Just try everything on the blender. Am I seriously gonna do this? Well, yeah, we got that. You got that example of a cruel action going on here. The only thing we can do is hit the button. There's no even backing out. They've intentionally programmed this so you have to do this.
There's nothing like the smell of fresh ground maggot.
And then drink.
Oh dear. I can't pour this drink into the blender as long as that alcohol-dependent little fish stares at me with his cute little chunky eyes. Hang in there, little Tuckleberry Finn. I'll mix you a new home. And I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up with a drink for that old fart over there in the process.
Okay, so take a glass. We need like 40 milliliters, which is probably this here.
No, stop! Tuckleberry Finn doesn't go in the mixer.
Okay, put down, take this, put this in there. Take this, put this in there. Take this now. Take this glass. Let's see. So if this is a 40 milliliter drink, just pouring this in here would probably not work. So let's just pour this here and pour that there. And I think we're done.
Huh?
We could skip, we could leave.
I knew I would have made a good bartender.
I don't know what I just did there, particularly, but whatever. We now have a 40 centiliter drink to show the elder, so we've solved that puzzle.
Here you go.
That puzzle really needed some feedback where it told you how much a centiliter is.
I always
because
personally attending to this problem
us in the United States
dividend.
Don't know that amount. So that there's a language barrier issue there, certainly. And then there's also just a general no feedback on if one of those cups was 80 centiliters or 100 centiliters and the other was like 30 or something. Like, I can't do the math if you don't tell me the numbers.
I once and for all demand my audience.
Not while there's no acceptable food being served here.
Okay, so are we just taking the ground maggot and turning it into a sausage?
Yum, yum, yum. Delicious maggot sausage.
We don't have very many items. It's kind of surprising. We should have more items at this point.
Here you go. Compliments of the chef.
Ah, German veal sausage. There's me thinking that our kitchen was unable to prepare this, after all. The main ingredient is a hotly guarded secret.
And if my guess is right, one to take to the grave.
So can
I
we
once
now
and for all
get an
demand
audience?
my audience. And what exactly is your plan? Just sit here until the problem solves itself?
I know. The task is a bit unconscionable for a dignitary, but for the well-being of my subjects, I will take this burden upon myself.
Seems like we missed a line of dialogue there. For a reason or another, it seemed like it just skipped it.
Too bad. That's too big to versify.
Maybe what I'm supposed to do with the ball pit is just use the plastic balls on the red light to melt it. I bet that's what we're supposed to do. But it definitely seems like we're also missing things. Alright, let's see. Plastic balls on the heat lamp.
As the gooey residue of melted pleasures dripped through his fingers, he asked himself, is this the irony of fate? or just another side effect of inhaled plastic vapor.
So now we have melted plastic. So back to chill out zone. Very loud ding. The audio still feels very unbalanced. And we're doing the same gag we did earlier. Just waxing hair.
Oh, that's hot! Oh, quiet. It's supposed to be like that. It's enjoyable.
Alright, now let's just grab it.
So, done. Are you finally coming along?
No, I think I trapped a nerve in the process. I insist on another massage.
If your plan was to make me cry, you've almost done it.
Another massage. We have a sample of his back hair now.
Are you finally coming?
No, but this time, where are the clone servants that usually replace broken robots?
So we're gonna have to make some clone servants with his back hair, apparently.
Ah, the sauna is closed. Whatever, doesn't matter. All this time travel.
Alright, well... So where is this? It's right here. I guess we go back to the computer core at this point. And we scan the back hair. And it seems like we're gonna have to play a game of taking the 2 cartridges we get.
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Silverback gorilla. No, wait. Elder Martin. I'm definitely not incorporating him into my database again. His genetic code used my sub-processors to remove the corns from his foot data the last time.
So this won't scan him. Seriously?
Couldn't I have created a parallel dimension where I'm never forced to muck about with poorly labeled cartridges?
Let's talk to the computer, I guess.
Somehow the screen was fuller earlier.
That's because the genetic codes folder has been deleted. But don't worry, the database can be filled up again in 2 hoots of Satchmo's horn. You've just got to scan in the animals again, one by one.
And where can I get the animals if they've been deleted?
You don't need to do it straight away. This is Elysium after all. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Hooray!
And then we have another owl flying around. So, unless I'm supposed to put this cartridge in here and then send the lizard up, like the switch might work now, maybe. So the lizard would go give a back massage to the elder. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't seem like that makes sense. Maybe the sample of the back hair is supposed to be for the habitable zone? Habitat ring, whatever. Maybe it will work with these 2. If it ever turns out that I actually need to click on Tanner instead of Henna, that would be super annoying.
How about this silverback gorilla hair?
Oh yes, that's pretty.
Ever so masculine too.
So soft.
And so classy. Oh, Silver is very much in at the moment. It's the new mauve, don't you know?
But nonetheless timeless.
Then it is decided.
Finally!
Here, keep these samples. We don't need them anymore.
So let's see what they
There goes the neighborhood.
say now.
Thanks, Rufus. You really have helped us.
Yeah, and neither a fire or a plague broke out this time. Obviously, you just can't force these things.
So now we have Stringe Sable Pouty, Stinky Grosh pattern, and a Leo pattern. And I guess we're gonna scan all these patterns in the computer core and get several more codes. So wow, it looked like the inventory moved around. There, it did. The cartridge was on the other side before. That's a bug. You shouldn't do that. That just adds confusion.
Scanning DNA sample. No species detected. The sample is synthetic.
Nah, should have known.
So is that going to be the case with each of these, or is one of these going to work?
Scanning DNA sample. Detecting species. Sable striped bear. Updating database and writing to cartridge.
So the other elder wanted a sable striped cat, so that gets us halfway there. And so that would be well, apparently number 3. What happened to number 2?
Scanning DNA sample. No species detected. The sample is synthetic.
Another dud.
Scanning DNA sample.
Hey, that was my hand.
Detecting species. Clown clone.
Say what? Are you calling me a clown clone?
Updating database and writing to cartridge.
Ugh, what nerve.
So we get another cartridge of ourselves, and we wouldn't have gotten that. So that's cartridge 2. Let's see what happens when we put cartridge. It feels like putting it in this slot is really just here as a reminder, in case you want to remember what's on each cartridge. Well, I bet we don't get too many more. So that's like a bear, but it didn't even animate all the way up. And then cartridge 2. See what that does. That'll be interesting. It makes a clown. Interesting. Well, I think that's about as much as we're gonna get. So back to the chill out zone. I think we solve the puzzle over here, although I don't know what we're really getting from this unless we're going to get another DNA sample. So cartridge 2 here in the cartridge slot.
Bravo!
This is like Ronald McDonald and Burger King.
I knew I had the
References, I'm
makings of
pretty
a
sure.
successful producer, and I haven't even begun to cancel vacations yet.
So what was the point of this?
Yeah, he's good, but maybe a touch too highbrow to really fill the place.
Yeah, I don't get the point there.
What's this? Is the show over already? What a dreadful ending! Boo!
And I guess we'll just try number 3 and see what happens here.
Boo! Is that supposed to be a clown? Huh? He's not even colourful!
I disappointed my audience. I feel terrible.
What's this? Is the show? What a boo!
Let's just skip through that. Okay. And see, I'm probably being too thorough here, but let's put this in the slot and then put the other item in the slot, and it probably will give us the same negative response.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
A pet, of course.
Are you completely mad? That's much too big. No one could stroke that. Take it away.
So it has a... It's being described as too big. Right. And cartridge 3.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
A pet, of course.
Are you completely mad? That's much too big. No one could stroke that. Take it away.
So it's just gonna say everything by default is too big. Maybe I got an achievement for doing that. So what we need is cartridge 1. And cartridge 3, I guess. Or maybe we're supposed to do something with cartridge 2. So it's a mix and match, I guess, choice. We've got a couple levers and a lot of buttons. So if we were to take the color of this one and switch it around, and then the build of this one, and then the body hair of this one, and then the mood of probably not either one of them, but let's go with this one, and then the extremity. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. And doesn't that mean that these cartridges now have been changed in some extreme way? I think it probably does. And we got all of the cartridges back. So cartridge 1 now, let's see what that looks like.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
A pet, of course.
Are you completely mad? It's not nearly fluffy enough. Take it away immediately before someone else sees it.
Why did that not work? I mean, it was cartridge 1 and cartridge 3.
Oh, what's that supposed to be?
A pet?
Are you? That's much. No one could.
So there must be a button that I did not press, because clearly this is what we're supposed to do. Is we're supposed to use the jackalope generator with these 3 cartridges to make at least one animal, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're in the end going to end up having to make multiple animals and change the clown character into maybe, I don't know what. I'm a little lost there, and still a little lost in general as far as like how are we supposed to get the elder who wants another massage back, or what do we need to do more to get rid of the get the elder who is just sitting at the bar drinking to move. Let's see, let's go back to the main menu and see if maybe we do have an achievement or something. Like cinematics wise, yeah, nothing has happened. Magazine wise, like nothing is unlocked, so it almost feels like we'd be at the end of the game before any of that unlocks. Achievement wise, we haven't even entered another act. Like, we're just kind of stuck here. And yeah, no other achievement has happened either. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.